Why do narcissistic people feel the need to be superior to others and put others down? Hello, welcome back to our channel. Today, we will talk about how and why narcissistic people frequently act as if they are superior to others, why they act as if they are more intelligent and accomplished than they frequently are, and why they find it so difficult to admit when they are wrong. If you enjoyed this video or found it interesting or helpful, please consider subscribing to my channel. But when I refer to narcissism, I don't mean someone who occasionally acts a little difficult or selfishly. Narcissism is frequently characterized by an entitlement complex and self-absorbed behavior. Being incredibly disagreeable and lacking empathy for others are present. They may be very hard to criticize, very envious of others, and convinced that others ought to be jealous of them. We frequently observe a very competitive streak, which I believe is caused by this envy. Anyone who comes into contact with someone else who is talented, wise, or has accomplished something can suffer from a narcissistic wound, which is a blow to one's ego. Therefore, that what we frequently witness is a lot of one-upmanship as they go to great lengths to try and outshine others. And if they are unsuccessful, they will try to devalue them. These behaviors will occur frequently, not just occasionally. As a result, they exaggerate and lie about their intelligence and skill set in the beginning. If they are conversing with someone who may have a degree, they might try to minimize it by saying that their degree is more significant or required more effort. Or they might say they have 4 degrees or something similar. They would have no trouble just making up an answer to impress someone if they were asked a question about a subject by someone who didn't really know it. However, if they are conversing with someone who is knowledgeable about the subject, or at least has some background in it, they might be quick to switch the subject. Now, if they are questioned or corrected on a particular point, they can become quite defensive and occasionally even hostile. They might, however, argue that they were misinformed, perhaps even lied to, or that they were intentionally made to appear foolish if they are challenged or corrected on a point by, say, a boss at work. Their ignorance has never been a factor. Second, they use language to sound smarter. When someone mentions the rain outside, they might respond by using the word precipitation instead of the actual word. In fact, have you ever noticed that a lot of narcissistic word salad is frequently full of words that they consider to be intelligent words? When they are explaining things, they often use a lot of language, such as perhaps specifically, literally, logically, or notwithstanding. They may also use a lot of technical jargon that few others would understand. Someone can't really criticize something if they don't understand what they are talking about. Sometimes they may even merely hear words that they believe to be intelligent, intellectual, and to understand their meaning, but they use them improperly and frequently in absurd situations. Now, when others don't understand what that narcissistic person is talking about, they might just say it's because they are just too simple-minded to understand an easy concept. Thirdly, they will only truly associate with those who share their intelligence, wealth, notoriety, or status, and will act as if they belong to the same group. The workplace is a good example. You have a coworker who only interacts with senior-level individuals. People may be aloof, dismissive, or cold when speaking at their own level. When giving instruction, assigning tasks, requesting updates, and occasionally even granting permission for their coworkers to take lunch breaks, they may even act as though they are a manager themselves. They take charge of situation and position for. They assume control over tasks and even crisis situations. Now, this might involve giving someone legal advice despite the fact that they have no prior legal experience, or health advice despite the fact that they have no prior medical training. They may offer suggestion on where to buy a home or what to say if they are having problems with someone. They frequently act as if they always know the right thing to do, and on occasion maybe they do. But more often than not, they simply enjoy the sound of their own voice and commanding others to do what they say. Alternatively, they might instigate a pretended emergency where they can intervene and save the day. For instance, they might spread rumors about one party to another before serving as a mediator to settle the dispute. The fifth, there is usually a flaw, mistake, or explanation for why suggestion or plans put forth by others wouldn't work. They will have a better suggestion or a solution, or if someone does make a suggestion that strikes them as good idea, they might respond by repeating it in a different way, as if it were now their original thought, or if it's a concept or strategy that everyone agrees on. For instance, if they are a part of a group, they might search for issues or problems that aren't really there or aren't that significant, or perhaps they will insist on a minor modification just to feel like they have some control over it. An instance of this would be the workplace I worked at many years ago, where each manager had to decide how they would inform the staff of specific procedures, rules, and the like. So we all decided that we would email the entire staff. We would advise the team leaders to inform their team members during staff meetings. In the staff room, for example, we hung flyers and posters to make sure everyone knew about it. One person was unable to think of any original ideas or formulate any convincing arguments. She ultimately helped by demanding that the staff hang the posters with blue drawing pins. Number 6, they might assert that they have tests or other scientific evidence to back up their claims that they have very high levels of social sensitivity. They took an online test and scored highly in terms of empathy, or perhaps their counselor has told them that they are simply too compassionate. They might be exceptionally intelligent. Another test confirmed it. You might have noticed that nobody ever gets to watch them take this test or even see the results. So, in order to fabricate their accomplishment, performance, virtues, and the extent of their selflessness, they will use this test, if you will, or else they will use the result of the test as proof that they are being held back by their amazing work, their significant other, or even their own children. And finally, number 7, no matter what they do, no matter if they know they are wrong, and no matter if they know everyone else also knows they are wrong, they will not change their minds because doing so would be a blow to their fragile ego. Resigning will indicate a weakness in their character. It could be a sign of fragility, of fault, or mistake.